Okay, so it's a miracle. I actually opened the app and found my other video. So I don't have to re-record 26 minutes. But I did want to pull up these pictures and show you a few things. Forgive the background noise. Our neighbor's kids sound like they're being massacred. And I don't know exactly what's up, but hopefully you won't be able to hear it too bad. Anyways, as you can see, here's your smiling kiddos. And just one thing I wanted to note, this is just something, honestly, like when I say learning curve, I mean big learning curve, because like every shoot that I have, I probably mess this up or have to tweak this like every once in a while. But if you'll notice, like the first two gals and Jackson are pretty in focus, but Josiah is kind of blurring out with the background. That I'm not exactly sure what your aperture was set at, but if you just jump up your aperture, like when you have a photo, you just want to think of it in slices. And so, like the first slice is if you were wide open at, and I forget what the aperture of your 50 is. I think it's 1.8. So if you're at 1.8, that's considered wide open. So that's going to grab everything on this first line. And in this particular case, I think you may have had it higher because she's in focus too. However, if you notice, like here's one slice, here's two slices, but then we get to three slices back here and we miss something. So when there's a group of four like this, I usually keep it around 3.5 or 4 um, to make sure to grab everybody. But it's not bad. It's just, it happens to everybody. I've been doing this for 11 years. It happens at every shoot. So, but just real quick, I mean, I kind of went over the other video like about how to do this, but now since I have a higher resolution image, I'm just going to show you. Um, I am going to, like I showed you in the other video, make a copy layer or duplicate layer is what you'll hear it called a lot in video, or yeah, in editing videos. And then I'm going to open up that Camera Raw filter. Oops, it's just doing what I did before. There we go. And I'm going to just kind of play. I talked to you about how you can use a profile like as an add-on at the end for opacity. So I'll kind of show you what I usually do. I usually start with LKO, which I wonder if I don't know which ones I sent you. I think maybe I sent you small or maybe LKO. I think I told you on the other video too that Photoshop dings for no reason. We'll start with red and we'll bring up the exposure. We'll pull down the highlights to try to get some of that background sparkle. In fact, we're going to go like right here. There we go. And then I'm going to bring in the green a little bit. Make sure the green, oh, not the yellow. Make sure the green's nice and dark. And a little more yellow. So now their faces are pretty orange right here. So I'm going to actually like bump that up and pull that slider down. I don't want to pull it totally down. In fact, you can do a couple things. You can bump it up, or you can desaturate it and make it darker to where they don't look totally pale, but I like the other way around. So we'll leave it like that. Maybe instead of less red, we'll make it a little more yellow. And maybe add some pink in there. Up those shadows just a little bit more. It's kind of hazy, so this really cool tool. First of all, again, I'm going to take out that green. It just drives me a little nuts. Like if there's sun, it's called dehaze. And you just move that around. It will make everything orange again. So you just kind of have to keep playing with it to tweak it. So now that I've got like this base going on, I'm going to go up here and grab my profile. And I'm going to go down to my user profiles. These are like my favorite ones that I've made. They look horrible when you look at them on this scrolling thing, but it's because I know what they do. So Marigold doesn't really work out there. Let's see what. I'm actually not digging any of those. So, whoops. Adobe Photoshop or Camera Raw comes with some of its own. So let's see. Let's try modern because modern has some good ones. So let's say like modern 7, but bring it down. Anyways, you can see there, you know, kind of what I'm playing with. Just until you find something you really like. I'm going to go back to Adobe Color for right now. Also, I had those up. I want to try something else. So anyways, you can see how you could tweak this forever. And that's what's fun about these sliders. Also, I noticed blue is kind of out or desaturated. And then I don't know if I told you to, but you can do a lot of sharpening, things like that in here. So yeah, just playing with skin tones. Skin tones are a little bit tough and it can get hard sometimes, but that's messing with your oranges and yellows and the saturation of those will give you better results. And same thing with your greens. Greens are hard. You have to kind of decide what kind of green you like. Like that's a real green. To just, you know, this is your art, your photography. So you'll figure out what you like best. I'm gonna try to just go in instead of using that as a profile. I'm just gonna try some of these. I'm sending you this pack. I told you in another video. See how like amazing it looks, like 70s film, and I just think it looks so good. I know you're probably thinking I'm crazy, but if I pull back on the oranges and the pinks and the yellow, and I'm gonna pull down the blacks and pop the whites back up. Bring that green in again. Really dark. Ooh, not that dark. And maybe back yellow. So see how I keep messing with it? Yeah, I think I definitely want to keep it yellow to go with the feel of the rest of the picture. I love that. And then you can mess with the grain as much as you want to have it in there, but I usually take it down quite a bit. So those are super fun. Let me look at the other picture really quickly. And then same thing here. I think what happened is your focal point, like in your camera, must have moved on you because your focus actually ended up here on this plant. With the sun, sometimes it's really hard to grab that. Like the sun will start pulling your focus point over, and that's what happened. Like it was really hitting hard here, and so your camera was like, bloop, I'm gonna go over here. But you just have to kind of move it back to where your subject is. But just real quick to show you again that pack. And if you don't like the film look, I mean, I got presets upon presets that I can send you. So you can play and play and play. Like I even love Buttercup on that. That's just so cute. I can tell too, you know, I talked in the other video, by the way you shoot, that these would just work really well for your photos. Ding, for no reason. And even editing it like this brings her a little back in focus. So, I don't know, something to think about. She's so cute. The picture is really cute. It's just kind of tough sometimes with that sun. So anyways, just a couple other things there. And I will send you both videos, and then I will send this pack to you in a Dropbox link. And then if you don't really like it, then I have others. I might just send you a couple different presets. And yeah, if you need any help with anything else, let me know. And if you want the suns that I have from the first video, let me know, and you can play with those too. So have fun.